Hey happy homemakers, welcome back. I'm so excited for today's video because it is a fall clean and decorate with me. I never spent a crazy amount on fall decor, but I did pick up a few new pieces this time, and I'm so excited to show you how I decorated for my favorite season. Before I start with any of the decorating, I'm going to tidy the house up to give myself a blank canvas so I can be more creative and not feel like everything is so cluttered. And our house wasn't super messy, but it definitely was cluttered. There's some home decor just laying around because I am kind of changing things around to freshen things up a little bit, which I like to do periodically. But a lot of it was the kids' toys and stuff that just needed to be put away. They are my main mess makers, and there were also lots of dishes in the sink because I didn't get to them last night. Right now, Chloe is like my little helper with everything. She follows me everywhere around the house, which I absolutely love. She's the sweetest little thing that wants to do everything like mommy. So she brought me into her room to show me that there was a spot on her carpet and that there are a lot of toys left out that needed to be tidied up as well. First thing I'm gonna do is tackle this mountain of dishes. The dishes in the sink are not just our breakfast dishes. I didn't get around to emptying the dishwasher and reloading it last night, so I had a lot of extra dishes to do, and this is the job that Chloe loves to help me with. I just quickly remove the knives so she can't touch any of those, and then I take out anything breakable and just let her go to town unloading the silverware, and she really loves to help me. It's so sweet to have a little helper. Except for today, she was in a very playful mood and just kept grabbing spoons and then running off with them. So I started the cleaning right after breakfast, which was about 8 a.m. and we do have an early play date at 10:30. So my plan was to get in and do as much of the cleaning as I could before then, and then when we got home from the play date, put them down for naps, and then quickly finish up the cleaning and then do the decorating while they were still napping. But we were kind of on a time crunch, so I wasn't sure if that would all get done. Chloe came back and finished up the silverware for me, and she just kind of throws everything into the drawer and it makes a huge mess, but I always leave it because every time I open the drawer I just see how she did the dishes and it's just so sweet. Last night we went shopping for fall decor as a family, which was really fun, except for we went to Michael's and Home Goods and then afterwards Target, and by that point the kids were losing it, but it was still a lot of fun to go shopping together. I got a lot of fun stuff which I laid all together here. I'll give you a little bit more detail where everything is from as I decorate. Not all of this is for our home, however. I'm going to be staging a home and taking pictures of it later on in the week, but I just wanted to set everything out so you guys could get a little bit more inspiration about what kind of fall decor is out there. After that, Chloe and I loaded the dishwasher together while she wiped up a counter and ate Daddy's leftover chippies from his lunch the other day, which was okay. There was nothing wrong with them. And I just loaded the dishwasher. And really quickly, before we move on, if you guys are new to my channel, I just wanted to say hello and welcome. My name is Justine and I upload videos on joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly and peaceful home, and I'd love to have you be part of my channel, so make sure you hit that red subscribe button below, and so you make sure you won't miss out on any of my future content. And to those of you who are already subscribers, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support and comments you have been leaving on my recent videos. You guys have said that you've been loving my channel lately, so I'm just gonna keep pumping out the cleaning motivation, the meal inspiration, and motherhood and all of that kind of stuff. And I just really appreciate that you guys have been letting me know. Also, if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure you head there because I love chatting with you guys over there as well. But also I try to chat with you guys live over there every 1 or 2 weeks because as a creator, it just helps me connect with you guys even more because it feels more personal and in real time. So if you're not already following me, my Instagram is at Justine Marie 55. And after that, I just quickly rinsed out my sinks, and then there were some dishes that I needed to do by hand. Some of them just couldn't fit in the dishwasher, but I do like to wash my wooden cutting boards by hand because they warp. And then after that, I just wiped down the sinks as well. And I almost forgot to put the kids' food away, but they didn't eat very well this day, and they usually love eggs. So I just put some plastic wrap over it, which I'm looking for an alternative to this because I'm trying not to use so much plastics. But I just decided to save that if they got hungry later, or give it to them for lunch, because they really do love scrambled eggs. And that Starbucks drink there is a chai that Daniel brought me between his early morning Bible study and then heading off to work, which he does quite often, I've noticed from watching these videos back. And not only that, while I'm editing, I see other little things that he does for me that I don't even acknowledge. So it's just gotten me thinking a lot lately about whether or not I've been taking him for granted, and wondering if I even do little things like that for him very often, which I don't think I have been. So he may be getting some homemade pumpkin scones here pretty soon, which are his favorite fall treat, and I'll also make sure to share that recipe with you guys in a future video. Anyways, so I'm just going to quickly wipe down the counters using the Method disinfectant spray in the citrus scent. You guys have seen me use this a lot. I really love this spray because especially today I was working with eggs and some got on the counter. So I just like to be careful and use disinfectants, especially because I have two little toddlers that are constantly putting their fingers in their mouth. And if you guys are wondering why there's an extension cord still out, it's because our outlets on the other side of our kitchen are still out. If you guys remember watching my morning routine, we discovered that in that video. So anytime I want to use the Dyson on the other side of the wall and charge that, I've had to run an extension cord over to it, which has felt really primitive, but we just haven't been able to get an electrician out here yet. First world problem, but still is pretty inconvenient to only have one power source in the kitchen. Anyways, after that I grabbed my broom and started cleaning the kitchen, and then I noticed that the trash needed to be taken out, and also there was a ton of recycling out there. So I just set that by the door so I could take it out after I finished sweeping. So I took a break from sweeping really quick to take the garbage out, which is out the back door in the backyard. And I get a lot of questions on whether or not Pup is let inside the house, and he is. It's just in the really hot summer months, he is shedding so badly that if he's inside for even like half an hour, his hair gets all over our table, all over our counters, in our fridge, inside the food we eat, which I just feel is unsanitary for the kids. So during the hottest months, he sleeps outside in the garage, which is nice and cool, but he also has a really big bed that we bought him from Costco. He still does come inside every now and then, but in the colder months, fall, winter, and spring, he is inside the house with us. He sleeps there every single night. It's just during this hot season that he has to stay outside, but we do go outside every day. The kids love to play with him, and he's just such a fantastic family dog. We really love him. Anyways, I had just enough time after that to finish sweeping the kitchen before we had to head out for our play date. And on this day, we were going to meet up with our friends Harry, Everett, and Eloise at the library. They are some of Marcus's favorite friends, and this library has lots of fun costumes and toys for them to play with, which new toys is always a good thing, and it's nice to just sit and talk with other mamas. We actually met another mama friend over there too, which was really fun. Anyways, after we got back, the kids immediately went down for naps because they were tired, and so instead of having them help me clean up the toys, I just did it myself. And one of the items you might have seen on my table was this really large basket that I got from HomeGoods. I got it for decor in my living room, but also for a very practical purpose. As I'm cleaning, there are always things that don't belong in the living room, just out there because the kids play with them. And usually I just pile everything on my ottoman and make several trips taking things back to the kids' room. But something Amy Darley mentioned over on her channel was that she has a really large basket that she just puts everything in and then takes it around the house, dropping things off in whatever room they belong in. So I thought that was a great idea, and I found this basket for $15 at HomeGoods. It's perfect, it looks great in our living room, but it's also exactly what I wanted for the out-of-place items. After that, I just gave all the carpets a quick vacuum, and I usually vacuum at least once a week, but sometimes it needs to be more than that. But honestly, it could use it every day. The next area I wanted to clean was our bedroom, and I don't have any fall decor for the bedroom, but I did want to make sure I just cleaned it up because I was in the mood to clean. So I quickly made the bed, which I didn't get around to that morning, and just put any clothes and clutter away. Our dresser was really cluttered as well. Throughout the day, it just catches everything. So there was a lot of stuff I needed to go through there as well. And you may recognize that painting. It used to be in my kitchen, but like I said, I've just been moving everything around and trying to freshen up the look. And it's really cool how it makes you feel like everything is new again, but you don't even have to spend money. It's really nice. After that, I just vacuumed all of the carpet in the bedroom. Another area that kind of is a catch-all is this little laundry nook, so I did a lot of decluttering over there as well. In that cupboard is all of our crafts, mine and the kids, and my filming equipment, which is so messy right now. I'm planning to organize it. I bought those pink bins from Target because they were on sale for $5 each, but I just haven't had time to actually tackle it, but I will be putting it in a video. So my question is, do you guys want to see like a specific organization video, or should I do a clean and organize with me? Let me know what you guys think. also noticed that the cupboard was really dusty, so I grabbed these Method all-purpose wipes. I try not to use these very often, but if I'm just feeling like getting something done quickly instead of grabbing a rag and finding the all-purpose spray, these are really convenient to just grab and wipe surfaces down with. The bathroom also needed to be cleaned and swept, so I just put the broom in there, so hopefully later on in the day I would get around to it, but I didn't. Anyways, after that I just decided to wipe down all the surfaces because it's been a little while since I dusted. I think that's one of the jobs that I do the least. That and windows I have the hardest time remembering to do. And while I was at it, I just took the wipes and wiped down my desk, our TV stand, and then our console table was also pretty dusty. Console table for probably about 10 years, way before Daniel and I ever even met. After that, the house was finally clean and it was time to start decorating. So the first thing I set out was the basket, and some of this stuff wasn't fall related, but it was decor stuff that I needed to get, and I just folded up a throw and put it in the basket as well. And I think it was the perfect one and it looks really nice there. After that, I grabbed one of the candles that I had bought at HomeGoods. HomeGoods is becoming my favorite place to get candles because not only are they a really good price, but they have this brand called Sand and Fog that are made with essential oils. Because if you do some research, you'll find that the scents in candles, and usually the wax too, are really harmful to your health, which I thought was kind of crazy at first. But if you look into it, candles that are scented with essential oils are the best candles for you. And Sand and Fog makes some that smell really, really good. You would never even tell. I bought a second basket as well for my fig tree. HomeGoods is just the place to find baskets. They have such cute ones and they are way cheaper than anywhere else. That dish holding all the pears is actually from HomeGoods too. That and the books are going into the stage photo shoot, but I thought it looked so pretty. And the pears, I believe, were from Pier 1 years and years ago. I also have this cake stand that a friend gave to me. I believe it is from the Target Dollar Spot. I just like that it has a gold rim around it, and I thought it looked more fall appropriate. And then I put out some new scents from Mrs. Meyer's, the apple cider, which is my favorite fall scent, my bubble up brush, and a little pumpkin, which is also from the Dollar Spot. After that, Chloe woke up from her nap, and so she came out to help me finish up the decorating, which is fine, and I actually envisioned them helping me decorate for fall, even though I know it's gonna take longer, but I try to incorporate them in stuff like this so that the seasons are special and fun for them too. I got this really cute tray from Target. It was actually on clearance for about $13. And then I got a candle and a really cute patterned canister from HomeGoods. I just filled it with some of my baking utensils and then put out a couple mugs. And I kind of just had to play around with everything until it looked how I wanted it to. The cute pumpkin hand towels are also from HomeGoods. They're a really good price there. I think they were only about $4 or $5, which is really great. So anyways, the way I decorate is just a lot of trial and error. After that, I remembered I wanted to put a sign out there, and I did have a couple decor pieces out in the garage still, but not much. I just had this one sign and a couple strands of leaves that I got last year from the Dollar Tree, which the dollar store is also a great place to look. If you're trying to shop for fall decor on a budget, there's a lot of stuff there. And I believe I got this sign at Michael's, and their fall decor is all 40% off, so that's also a good place to look. Ultimately, what I went with on my tray was a little white pumpkin from Michael's. The white coffee cups are ones that I had, so I just tacked up the sign above the basket, and it turned out just how I wanted it to look. I really love this corner now. I just felt it like it was way too cluttered and did not look decorated before, but now it looks great. However, we do love having some coffee syrups set out, and there was just enough room to tuck them behind our espresso maker. I had some pumpkin spice and caramel for our fall coffees. And after that, I went to see what other decor I had. I got this metal bucket from Michael's for a really good price. I wanted something to be able to put chrysanthemums in, and I haven't done all our fall decor. Every year we like to go to a pumpkin patch, so I will be decorating our porch later on after we've gotten pumpkins and mums and stuff for the pumpkin patch. So stay tuned for that kind of a video. I'm really excited. We have tons of farms in the area, and the kids just love to go and pick out their own pumpkins. My entryway just didn't seem very festive, so I decided to take the garlands and run them in the bottom of the console table. The theme I have in my head this year for fall decor is white pumpkins, but I do like having an understated splash of color throughout the house, and these leaf garlands were perfect for that. But instead of putting it on top of the console table, I ran it underneath along the back of the decor down there, and I love how this turned out. After that, Chloe walked up with my chai latte, and I have no idea how much of it she drank, but I do not need a caffeinated Chloe on my hands. After that, I cleared the table so that I could decorate it as well, and I love decorating the table. I have some napkins from Pier 1. Those little pumpkin plates are from the dollar spot in Target, and that wooden carved pumpkin I think I'm taking back because it was like way more expensive than I thought it was at Home Goods. It was like $10. Anyway, so these placemats are from IKEA. I've had them for a while. They are so cute and they are really inexpensive. So I started playing around with how I wanted to decorate everything, and I couldn't decide if I liked my doily plate or my pumpkin plate, and so I layered them together and it looked so cute. So that's how the whole table was being set, with the doily plate underneath the pumpkin dessert plate, and then on top of that I put a little colored pumpkin that came in a pack of 4 from the Target dollar spot. Last thing I did was set the table with some goblets, also from IKEA. The next place I wanted to decorate was our coffee table, which honestly I thought needed some TLC anyways. I find the coffee table is the hardest spot for me to decorate, and I don't know why. Anyway, so I was just playing around with everything, not sure what to do, and I didn't like how I left it, so I may end up changing it up later on. The last place we were going to decorate was the area above our fireplace. I was going to buy a garland for it at Michael's, but it was literally some yarn pom-poms for like $16, so I decided to buy the yarn and have it be a craft for us to do together. Marky especially, he's a very hands-on boy and he loves to do crafts, but most of it was just them playing with the pom-poms as I made them and making a mess while I did the crafting, but it was so much fun. We started it one day and finished it up the next, but all I did was take a piece of yarn and found items in my house that were the right size for the pom-poms. So for the bigger pom-pom, I grabbed a ruler and cut about a 4-inch piece of string and wrapped the yarn around that piece of string and the ruler a bunch of times till it was the right size. And then I tightened that string in a loose knot, turned the ruler over and cut the pom-pom off, and then tied that original string in a knot. And that is literally all there is to making the pom-pom. To make the smaller size, it's kind of funny, but I found that these nail clippers were the perfect size, so I wrapped this yarn around that for a bunch of times. And to get the string to tie off, I just took a yarn needle and threaded a 4-inch piece of yarn up through all the loops, pulled it off the clippers, and then secured it in a knot, and then just cut all the loops open, and that was the smaller size of pom-pom. It really was so easy, and the kids had so much fun making it and playing with it. Our previous pom-pom garland we made for Valentine's Day last year, and the kids loved it so much it has been up there ever since, so I thought it was more than time to switch that out to some fall colors. That's the end of this video. Like I said, I didn't do all that much decorating in my room or at my desk, but it was really nice to have the entire house be clean, in addition to having it be decorated really fun and festive for the upcoming season. The weather here is still really hot and we are trying to make the most of summer, but I am really looking forward to the fall season as well. If there's anything I missed telling you where it's from, just leave me a comment down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys got a lot of fun inspiration to decorate your own homes for the autumn season, as well as some motivation to get in and do some cleaning. If you did enjoy the video, please let me know in a comment down below, as well as giving this video a like. I hope you all are having a wonderful kickoff to fall, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.